Here we are at day 25. I'm so excited. So I'm back with my chickens, and it's still rainy and gray, and a wonderful day to stay inside and play my flute. So I want you to celebrate today. It's kind of amazing that we've made it to this milestone. Only 5 more days left and we will have achieved our goal. That's incredible. So why don't we get started? We're going to work on our arpeggios some more and practice for our audition. And I'm going to put on the centered flute some tips and recommendations and videos and resources for handling the nerves that you get when you're auditioning, and ways to go about practicing for those, because it takes a lot of practice to get used to playing under pressure, and you have to train your mind, and it has to be something that you work on constantly. So we're going to really start working on that. Okay, let's get started. Here we are, day 25. So one of my favorite books that I use for teaching and working on scales is this book, The Indispensable Scales, Exercises and Etudes for the Developing Flutist. This is put out by Mel Bay, and it's fantastic. It's kind of like a dictionary for scales for flute players. We have our arpeggios and thirds, our minor scales, and my students and I will try to work through 2 pages. There are 2 pages. One has the major scales, one has the minor scales. In the back, there's a really great selection of etudes to work on. So I really like this. It's such a good book to have just to pull out for scale reference. Then, as I told you, the other one was the Paula Robeson warm-up book. Those are 2 fantastic, in addition to all the other wonderful Tafanel Gobert books and these fantastic things that we have to work on. So today we're going to go ahead and do the chromatic scale exercise that we did yesterday. This is inspired by the Orange Juice warm-up by Paula Robeson, and it's fantastic. So today we're going to go a little bit faster. I'm going to put the metronome on 92, just a little faster. And we're going to start on low C again and only go up 2 octaves and then come back down. Tonguing and slurring. Or I'm sorry, slurring and tonguing. Slur up, tongue down. So deep breath in. It's like a glass of orange juice. It's nourishing you and helping you wake up in the morning. Ready, go. Good. Try the next note up. C sharp, and we'll go up to C sharp. Deep breath in. Ready, go. One more on the low notes. We're going to do, let's see, D. Okay. Ready, go. All right. Now we're going to go up to this A sharp. So then we go up to the high A sharp, which is like high B flat. Okay, 2 octaves. Same thing, slurring and tonguing. Deep breath in, stand tall. Ready, go. Let's keep going. B natural. Deep breath in. Ready, go. very good job. It's a nice little challenge and a different way of doing it, giving you a few more times to practice it without really feeling like you're practicing the same thing over and over and over again. Okay, so today we're working on our sharp scales. So we're going to try G major, D major, and A major. We're doing 3 each day right now. So here they are. These are the arpeggios. So I want you to play our major scales from memory, and then we're going to play our arpeggios, okay? So let's see. I have set on my practice notebook, it says we're going to play at 80, 8th notes. So let's try it. Okay, deep breath in, shake out those shoulders, think 1 sharp for G major. Remember, you're playing it from memory, and then we go and play the arpeggio. So 8th notes, deep breath, ready, and go. Good, try it again. Deep breath in, ready, go. All right, now let's try this arpeggio. We have G, B, D, and we're going to do it twice with a breath in between. So deep breath in, ready, go. You know what? I'm sorry. I'm going to slow down our metronome. So we're at 60. Da, 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 triplets. Okay, that's better. Ready, go. Ready, again. If that feels too fast, then go ahead and stop the video and try it again. Write out G, B, D if you have to. Anything you can do to make it easy. Okay, for now we're going to go on. Let's try 16ths. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 on D major, slurring up and tonguing down, so we have 2 sharps. We're going to try the whole scale first. Ready, go. Let's try it again. You can totally do this. Ready, go. Now we'll try the arpeggio. Ready, go. Oh my goodness, so I did that 2 times in a row. I did exactly what we do in the indispensable book of scales. We slur 2 and tongue 1, and we just do it 2 in a row immediately. Let's try that again so you have another chance, okay? All right, times 2. So we really leave off that last note, and we go right back to that D the second time. Let's try it. You can do it. Ready, go. Good, let's try one more scale, A major. So we have 3 sharps. Let's try this one at 8th notes. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, I'm singing thirds, but anyways, we're playing 8th notes. Ready, deep breath in, and try that one more time. Deep breath in. Ready, go. All right, let's try this arpeggio. Let's try triplets again, but we're going to take a break in between and let's tongue every note. Okay. Ready, go. All right, breathe in and try it again. Ready, go. All right, very good. Now we're going right on to the Badinerie. Let's start with the second half since it's right there in front of us. Let me see if I can make it a little bigger on the screen. Okay. Now, let's try at 6, well, let's see. No, I want to go faster because we're doing eighth notes. We're trying to inch up faster little bit by little bit. Here's 100, da, dee, da, da. I'm going to go up one more. So we're at 104 today to start off with. Okay? Let's see if we can go straight through the second half. Deep breath in. Ready, go. Okay, now let's speed it up. I think you can play it pretty well. Now the goal is to make it faster. So I'm changing on my practice notebook. I'm changing the times a little bit. We're at 104 to start. Now let's try 116, the medium speed. All right, deep breath in. You can tell that, let me stop this for a second. When we're up at the top, there's eighth notes before the sequence. When we're here in the second sequence, there really isn't a lot of room to breathe when we're going fast. So every chance you get, I want you to practice taking quick breaths between eighth notes. If you can manage it, take quick breaths here. It's almost like just filling air up in your mouth. You're not totally filling up your lungs. It's just quick puffs that'll keep you going, keep you alive as you're playing this, okay? So I want you to think about this time. That's partially why this sequence is challenging and feels different from the one above. It's because you don't have those eighth notes ahead of time to really breathe in some air. Okay, so I want you to think about that as we play it through. Where are you breathing? And are you starting with enough? In fact, in your music, go ahead and write 2 big breath marks here so that you remember you have to start with a full set of lungs. Okay. Deep breath in, shoulders back and down. Ready, go. Excellent. Let's try it one more time, a little bit faster. Here's 126. Ooh, I'm going to change it. I was at 120. Now we're at 126. All right. Deep breath in. Shake it out a little bit. Here we go. Second half. 1, 2, ready, go. fun and so exciting. Okay, let's practice the first half like that. So I'm going to lower the music and move our metronome back down to 104. Repeating this 3 times gives us lots of chances to correct mistakes. Think ahead. Every time you repeat it, have a goal of something that you want to get better. Okay, so here we are at 104. Let's think about our breathing for this one. Deep breath in. Ready, go. Excellent. Okay, so now try it again at 116. Shake it out a little. Make sure you're not tense. Deep breath in. Ready, go. Okay, that's so fun. Each time I play, and I play with a metronome, I think about, am I listening to the metronome too much and falling behind the metronome? So this time I want to encourage you and myself to play right before the click, trying to get ahead of the beat because we want the music to move forward. We don't want it to get stuck moving backwards. So 126, moving the line. All right, deep breath in. 1, 2, ready, go. Wonderful, we did it. Okay, now it's time to practice for our audition. So we're going to work on the chromatic scale first, and then we are going to move on to a major scale and the Polonaise and Badinerie so that you can practice. Oops, I said Badinerie, but Polonaise and double, so you can practice auditioning on that. Okay, so chromatic scale, let's try 88. Eighth notes, slurring up and tonguing down. Deep breath in, shoulders back and down. Ready, go. Let's try E flat major. Let's try 16th notes. I'm going to put it on 60. We're going to do 3 flats, 2 octaves, slurring up and tonguing down. 1 E and a 2 E and a. Ready, go. I love it. Okay, so that is such a great tempo, and if you can do that and feel comfortable, you are all set. If you can't quite feel comfortable doing that, then I want you to stop and practice it again. Practice it slower and work your way up to that tempo of 60 at 16th notes. Okay, so now here we are working on the Polonaise. I want us to play the second half of the Polonaise. We're imagining that is where our audition is today, okay? Let's try it. I'm going to have our metronome on just to keep setting us up to play really well as if we were playing with an orchestra. So we're going to start in measure 5, deep breath in, positive thoughts. Envision yourself playing this amazingly well. Okay, ready, go. Very good. Now, if that felt difficult or wasn't really clean, remember you want to get it so that before your audition you don't make a single mistake, because in your audition chances are you'll hit a wrong note or play something funky, but you keep going and you won't be thrown off by it. But if you can play it perfectly in your practice room, then you're more likely to play it perfectly under pressure. So if you can't do that quite yet, slow down the metronome. But this is sort of a barometer to see where you are. When you can play it perfectly, you're ready to audition. And if you can't, then you're not ready yet, and you've got to keep working. Keep working. All right, so here we are. We're going to play the second half of the double. So we're going to start here. Let me get the metronome on to a reasonable tempo. I'm going to put it on 80. Okay. So one time through, go right to the second ending. Deep breath in. Ready, go. All right, so you want every note to sparkle, every note to be musical and gorgeous, and you want to end with a trill or however you want to end, just to give the judges a present at the very end, right? They should be happy to hear you, and they are lucky to hear you play such great music. So get onto thecenteredflute.com for more information. We're going to talk about performance anxiety and ways that you can set yourself up for really good audition playing. I want to share some resources that have been really helpful for me, and we're going to work a lot on that for the next 5 days. So congratulations, you've made it to 25, only 5 more to go, and then there's so much more fun and so much more work once you reach that 30-day mark. It's so great. It never ends, and it's a good thing because it's always music that you're working on and playing beautifully. Okay, I will see you on day 26.